Today's video is about my homelessness journey and shining a light on my abusers and stating where I am today. So, first of all, I had a very abusive mother, okay? This bitch was abusive. She was very colorist. She was very prejudiced. She hated women. She was very fat phobic. She hated dark-skinned women. Every time she saw a dark-skinned woman, it was that fat black bitch, this, that, da-da-da. I got called a black bitch a lot growing up throughout my childhood. I got called a slut, a hoe, a lot of things. My mother was very abusive. I had a brother who raped me at the age of 4. It was sodomy, and it wasn't penetrative sex, if you know what I mean. And my mom loves my brother. Like she did everything for him, bought him a car, put him through college multiple times, let him stay with her till this day. And they're in love with each other, basically. So fuck both of them niggas. And I just want to let both of them motherfuckers know I cursed both of them. I was sent to reform school at the age of 16. After she had given me muscle relaxers. She had given me muscle relaxers, and I think she didn't want me to tell on her. But one night I was on my period, and I was sick, and instead of going to get me ibuprofen from the store, she gave me one of her prescribed Percocets. I was very depressed, but I lived a very normal life for a 16-year-old girl. Like, I made, A's and B's or whatever. And so my grandpa passed away, who I'm assuming left an inheritance. And he always tried to make sure she took care of me. But when he passed away, she sent me to reform school. So that was the first time she displaced me. We lived in East Atlanta. She sent me to Savannah, Georgia for 6 months. There was no family. It was almost like jail, like juvenile, like pretty much. And she tried to give me charges, like, in order for me to go. Like, she took me to the DeKalb County jail to try to get them to charge me. Like, she was saying that I hit her. She was always trying to send me to mental hospitals. I'm diagnosed with autism and OCD, but she would lie about my diagnoses and say that I was like bipolar. Like, she was a very terrible mother. And my brother would always come around no matter how much I begged her not to let him come around. My stepfather, she was married to him, his son. He was a child molester. You get what I'm saying? He molested me from age 12 all the way to age 16. I also want to say my brother's name is William Brown, and my mom's name is Mignon Brown. Those are their names. William Bernard Brown, Mignon Chanel Worthy. Those are their names. The brother who molested me, the stepbrother, his name is Brandon Browner. Weird name. So anyways, the family knew. They never validated me. It was always like a yeah, he did it and what type of thing. Like, it was always that. It was never like, oh, he didn't actually do it. They tried to say that they didn't believe me about my stepbrother at first, but like, there was proof. And it was literally just, okay, he did it and what. Like, if you don't like it, you need to leave. You need to leave the house. So long story short, I go to college because I'm like, okay, I don't have a choice. I go to college. Obviously, I end up dropping out of college because there's no support. I come back home. My mom displaces me. I go to a shelter. That's at age 19. When COVID happened, the shelter had to downsize. I come back home at 20. My mom displaces me on Christmas Eve of 2020 during the pandemic. Now, you could tell that the bitch didn't mean to she thought that I was gonna have to beg her to stay, but luckily somebody came and picked me up. But then that person displaced me, and then the next person displaced me, and then the next person displaced me, and then the next person. And so when dealing with a disability, and then all of these people are displacing me, of course people are victim blaming me and saying that I'm the problem. Mind you, I have a job through all of this. Bitches was always working, whether that was at the grocery store or the motherfucking strip club. I always had money. Money has never been a problem. Money ain't the problem now. But when you got to pay for Airbnbs, when you got to pay for hotels, when you got to pay for all of this shit, you don't have the money. You running out of money. So my mother is still a terrible person to this day. She is still I've tried to rekindle with her. She's still justifying that fuck ass nigga's behavior. Today he is a woman beater, he is a rapist, he beats on the woman that he's with, he has a little girl. And when I asked him what about his children, my biological brother, what about his children, like what if he does this to I'm worried about his kids, especially if he has a girl. And she was like, oh, he wouldn't do that to his kids. Excuse me, bitch. So he's definitely gonna then it's not funny, but it's just like, this nigga is so obviously a terrible person. He is terrifying. Like, I'm like, these people are the crooked as fuck. Like, these people are people I would never associate with in my life. They are terrible. And I didn't even talk about my biological dad. He's not in my life. So let's talk about all of the people in my bloodline who are dead. Now, what I noticed growing up, and especially now with being homeless, I'm 25. You get what I'm saying? I'm about to be up out the situation. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I'm voicing all of this. These, everybody who ever loved me has passed. My granddaddy, my grandmama, my stillborn twin sister. I have a stillborn twin sister. I have another brother who has cerebral palsy, who couldn't walk and talk, and he was disabled because she ate at a restaurant and got food poisoning while she was pregnant. Yeah. And so he lived 20 years. They said he wasn't going to live at all, but they also said I wasn't going to live at all. So I'm starting to hear these things because my sister was stillborn, and she kept that from me. One of her friends told me behind her back that I had a stillborn twin sister. And I had to lie to my mom and be like, oh, I keep having visions, because I'm a psychic. I was like, I keep having visions about this girl that looks just like me. And she was like, oh, that's your sister. So I'm looking like, okay. And all of my angels and guides, like all of the people who have passed in my bloodline, who she just happened to be near when they got sick and passed, she always ended up getting some money out of the situation. Always. And she was always trying to get money off of me. Every time I do a reading, her ass come up, and they always looking in her direction. So what the fuck does that mean? You get what I'm saying? So I come from a very crooked family, and I have lived in Boston. I've lived in New York. I lived in Rhode Island. I've lived in Connecticut. I've lived in California. And let alone, we're not even going to talk about the states that I grew up in, because she was always moving, saying she was going to divorce my stepdad, but she didn't. But this is the same bitch that like the victim blame women that's being abused, but you being financially abused by your husband. Don't get me started. She was also an alcoholic. So it's just like, all of these people are terrible fucking people. I never talk about this shit on the internet. These people always want to silence me. When I first became homeless and I was asking for help, the lady who came to pick me up that ended up displacing me, that bitch name was Kim. That's that bitch name. When she came and picked me up on Christmas Eve, she displaced me less than a month later, y'all. She came to pick me up on Christmas Eve. I believe it was because she was a terrible mother, and she was living through like she traumatized her kids and her family, and she was trying to make it seem like she was perfect. But I think that she was trying to relive that through me, and once she saw that wasn't gonna work, then whatever. But anyways, fuck that bitch, for real. Fuck all these people, because that's the point of this video. Kim, I forgot what I was gonna say. I can't remember what I was gonna say. But anyways, the point is, all these motherfuckers. Oh, I remember when I first became homeless, the reason that I met Kim, I met her daughter on social media. Like, her daughter reached out to me, and she was like, my mom wants to help you. Her daughter's name is Destiny. When she reached out to me, it was only because I made a video talking about the abuse. Why the fuck, when I made a video talking about the abuse and that the abuse was displacing me and making me homeless, why the fuck did my mother and everybody else in my family tell me that I needed to take the video out, or they was gonna take the video down, or they was gonna kick me out sooner? When I called the police because my abusive drunk stepfather was trying to beat both of our ass, they hated that. In fact, they used that as the reason why they displaced me, because they said that I put them in an unsafe position. The nigga was trying to kill us. Are you serious? And just a few more things. Like, when I was little, she would always isolate me. I could never go outside. I was always fast. I was always a hoe at 10 years old. And I obviously wasn't those things. I was a child. But this woman, she is evil, y'all. And that nigga, that's not even my brother. That nigga is evil, and he deserves to fucking die. Like, fuck them people, for real. So I say all this to say that this is in honor of all of this shit being over. And in case you don't know me and my story, I am an autistic black woman. I was diagnosed at the age of 3. I have OCD. I am a very soft person. I love to be a baby. I love to play with toys. And I did not just do anything to deserve that abuse. And they deserve what the fuck is coming to them, whether that's me doing voodoo or whatever the fuck happened to them. But these motherfuckers need to be put on the internet. I don't give a fuck how many people see this video. I don't give a shit. But I'm saying, and I wish they had accounts because I would tag them bitches. But the point is that the point of the video really is fuck them people. And this is also in honor of my legacy and my name, and the fact that these motherfuckers displaced me on Christmas. And all of the abusers, don't even get me started on the abusers, my ex-boyfriends, my ex-girlfriend, like people who abused me after the fact. You get what I'm saying? We not even gonna get started on them motherfuckers because they gotta go too. And any family member, I know somebody gonna see this motherfucker, and I hope you do. And I'm just making this video to let you know, I hope you see me, my nigga. And I hope that you see I'm doing better without, fuck the doing better though, because I was going to do better regardless. But the point is, you fuck with the wrong bitch. I'm going to spend the rest of my, whatever the fuck, not even the rest of nothing. I'm just going to spend my, I'm going to invest my energy into fucking y'all shit up. Like, I really want you to know that. And part of me fucking that shit up is me exist. Like, hello, have you seen me? Like, hello. So yeah, I just wanted to make that video because I'm tired of people fucking with me. Like even though it was back then, like you're hiding money, you're fucking killing people, like you're getting money off of people, like you're weird, you're doing fraud, you're doing scamming, you're letting people play with my motherfucking social security number, bitch. Like, I don't fuck with you hoes. I really don't fuck with you hoes. And I don't fuck with that nigga either, period, point blank. So now I live in Los Angeles and I'm very happy. I live in a 2-bedroom motherfucking apartment and I'm getting ready to move into a 1-bedroom, bitch. And I did it all by my motherfucking self. I did shit that these motherfuckers told me that I would never be able to do, never be able to move. My mom told me that if I moved out the house, she told me to go to a shelter and then told me that I was going to get raped at the shelter and that I should reconsider my decision. It wasn't my decision. It wasn't even my decision to go to college. I'm not understanding. They shamed me for everything. I wanted to move to California, wanting to dance, wanting to shave my hair. When I got tattoos, I was ugly. Like, I'm talking about all of this shit. And this is the type of family I came from, y'all. And I just wanted to let y'all know. Fuck them other niggas, because I'm down with my niggas. Fuck them other niggas, because I'm down with my niggas. Hey. But anyways, I'm gonna make like a more organized YouTube video about this. But yeah, that's what I came from. And fuck them niggas, for real. I'm not playing with no motherfucking body. William Bernard Brown. Say that bitch ass nigga name. William Bernard Brown, you like to beat on women. Mignon Chanel Worthy, you like to commit fraud. And I don't fuck with you. Oh, and my biological father, he is a Trump supporter, y'all. And he is as black as the blackest thing that you see, bitch. He a motherfucking Trump supporter. A Trump supporter. A Republican. He got a YouTube channel. Derek Grayson. Bitch. Derek Grayson. Bald, dark skinned nigga. These people is so motherfucking crooked, y'all. But anyways, I just wanted to say all that. Love y'all. Beautiful Magma's getting offline. Well, probably not. Y'all probably gonna see me shaking my ass in 5 minutes. But thank you if you stayed for the whole video. And I love you. Also, if you get in my comments saying that everything happens for a reason and my soul chose this and victim blaming me in any way, shape, or form, or making excuses for them, or calling them ignorant, or it's her first time living too, or they didn't know what they knew exactly what the fuck they was doing, and I'm on that ass. I'm on that ass. In case if you watching this video and you bad stuff happening to you, I'm on your ass. That's why. Even if you wronged me in any way and you come across this video, if you an ex-friend, this, that, I'm on your ass. I just want you to know that. I'm on your ass. But anyways, yeah. I'm gonna curse you and block you if you comment any victim blaming ass shit. If it's not validation or sharing your story or this, that, and doo-doo-doo, or kind word, I don't want a motherfucker to hear it, bitch. Because this is my motherfucking shit. And I needed to say what I had to say. But anyways, deuces. Love y'all. Always will be a real nigga. Goodbye.